The Galaxy Z Flip 7 is Samsung's latest flip phone with a larger flex window, even bigger screen, and of course, some sleek accessories. I've had my hands-on time with it, and today I'll tell you everything you need to know about the Galaxy Z Flip 7. I'm Captain Awesome, this is Geekception. Consider subscribing and let's get into it. Let's start with the design, and the first major change here is the flex window that now measures about 4.1 inches up from the 3.4 on the Flip 6 and in fact the Flip 5. And in case you're wondering, this is the largest ever flex window on a flip device. And to drive this home, Samsung actually had like a display area where they had the flip from the Flip 4 all the way to the Flip 7. Well, not the Flip 6, but I brought mine so you can see it right here. And yes, this massive flex window, which now occupies the entire back of the phone, looks really wonderful. It also comes in at just 1.25 millimeters for the bezel, so it's quite slim as well and looks very futuristic. I quite like it. And of course, with other Samsung devices, it supports Gemini Live and the improved Now Bar and Now Brief widgets. The overall shape of the phone though keeps last year's aesthetics, though it's a little bit more rounder around the edges now. We still have that matte finish on the back, which I love, which means less fingerprints. And it comes in several exciting colors, with my favorite color, I think the mint color, being an online exclusive now. But I do like this pink one, which looks really, really good. And hopefully that's the one that I get. A small cosmetic note here is that ring around the Flip 6 that we had here, the design language is gone now on the Flip 7. While I didn't get any specific numbers as the time I'm filming this video, the dimensions and the weight feels pretty similar to me. And yet the crease here on the Flip 7 is almost invisible compared to the previous Flip devices. Now, taking a quick tour of the phone here, and the display here is now a 6.9 inch dynamic AMOLED 2x display, up from 6.7 inches on the Z Flip 6. We still have that 50 megapixel camera here, along with the 12 megapixel ultra wide and the 10 megapixel camera up front. So when it comes to the camera, not much has changed here, sadly. On the right side, we have a fingerprint, power button combo, volume buttons, and a new mic that is in between those two buttons. That is actually new here. On the left side, we get the SIM card slot. And while Samsung did not really emphasize it as much, I can tell you that the crease definitely feels a lot more reduced here on the Flip 7. And running my thumb across it, I definitely did not feel anything, primarily because the Armor Flex hinge from the Z Fold 7 is also present here on the Z Flip 7. So yeah, this is fantastic. Now, going back to that flex window, and thanks to the 4.1 inch size, we now get multi-widget pages here on the single screen look even better, with Gemini Live now also coming to the flex window, along with crazy kind of analysis you can do, such as with your pet with Gemini Live on the cover screen itself. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Samsung said this is the first one that you can use it completely closed. I'm not quite sure if I'm wrong. I'll put a disclaimer here, but yeah, very exciting, the flex window here. For camera upgrades, not much has been done for the hardware, which is a bit disappointing. I would like if Samsung swapped that ultra wide for a telephoto, but you can now shoot 10-bit HDR video here on the Z Flip 7. And there's also a log option that you can shoot with here, and that works for both the main camera and the ultra wide camera, which is fantastic. You can shoot log video on a Z Flip device. That is crazy. And according to Samsung, for the hardware upgrade, the FlexCam here is even better with the armored hinge. So when you actually put the Flip on the table and you flex it to be able to get those angles, it actually retains its shape and is much more durable over the previous Flip devices of the past. And of course, here we still get camcorder mode on the Z Flip 7, which is when you open it in half, you are able to get the camcorder mode there, which I really love using when I use my Z Flip 6 and even Z Flip 5. I think it was introduced with the Z Flip 6 actually, so it's great that it's still present here on the Z Flip 7. I'm moving on to performance, and there is an elephant in the room. Can you see it? Unlike the past where this used the Snapdragon for Galaxy, here on the Z Flip 7, we are now getting the Exynos 2500, which, yes, I know Exynos has not gotten the best PR in the past, but if it's anything like the S24 FE, which I really love, which was also an Exynos processor, or even the Galaxy A56 or A55, which are all Exynos processors, I think they've been doing a great job here on the Exynos processors. And this one, I think, is a 3 nanometer processor, so I'm excited. In my use of it, it was very fast, it was very snappy. It didn't seem like there was any downgrades in performance. Of course, I would need to take a closer look at it to be able to, properly judge it, but just from my first impressions, it looked okay to me. We also get One UI 8 here on the Z Flip 7, which I'll be honest with you here, it doesn't look very much different from One UI 7. And I think the major upgrade when it comes to battery life, and I think that would affect performance as well, is well, increased battery. It now has 4,300 milliampere battery compared to the 4,000 we got here on the Z Flip 6. And then if the battery life is anything like I got on the Z Flip 6, which was really, really good, this was a full 1 day, maybe 1 day and a half phone, then yeah, we are eating good with the Z Flip 7. And just like all the previous Galaxy devices, you get 7 years of software updates, which I think is one of the reasons why I recommend Samsung, because yeah, you just will not worry about software updates for the next 7 years, and even security updates as well. So that is still present here, which is fantastic. And of course, we have the 3 constants in life: it's debt, it's taxes, and Galaxy AI. And here on the Z Flip 7, it's present. Of course, you get all of the Galaxy AI features, and I could not really go into them, but by now you know Galaxy AI. I know Galaxy AI. It has Galaxy AI. Now, we still get all the super cool accessories here on the Z Flip 7, such as all the flip suitcases that you can put on the phone. There's even this one that had lights on it. I've always found them very fascinating, so yeah, I'm glad that it's still present here. So there are many ways to accessorize your Z Flip 7. Now, after playing with the phone and using it for a while, what is my first impressions? And I'll definitely say that, you know, I like that it has a bigger battery, even bigger battery than the Z Flip 6 here, which was at 4,000. Now it's bringing it higher. So which means that for those people who, let's say they were on the Z Flip 5 and they were worried that, man, the battery life is, now the battery is going to be great here. I can guarantee that. Well, not guarantee, but I can imagine that it will be great. The larger display also looks really, really nice, looks a lot more futuristic, and yeah, just looking at it here, it looks really good. And yeah, I would say the larger display is definitely welcome. I don't know where they can go from here, because you know, for the Z Flip 8, what is the display going to go to the back? Because yeah, it's pretty much the entire back front of the phone now, which looks really, really amazing. You know, RIP to the product manager who has to come up with something better next year. But for this year, the outer display is great. Crease has also even been reduced further, which I love. And I think one of the things that I liked was when I open up the phone and compare it to the previous 2 versions of the phone, you can see just how much better the hinge here is as well, which is something that I like. So definitely it is a lot more durable. Something I'm not happy about is the camera. I would have wanted a bigger camera upgrade. You know, the Z Fold 7 got a 200 megapixel main camera. We still have that same 50 megapixel camera here, and it's just software tweaks. I would have loved a much better camera on the Z Flip 7. I mean, the Z Flip 6 camera is not bad. It's a huge improvement over the Z Flip 5, but yeah, I would have just wanted, as someone who takes a lot of photos, I would have wanted a much bigger camera update than just log video and HDR video. But overall, I'm really, really excited for the Z Flip 7, and I'm not sure if I'm getting that yet. So please definitely leave all the comments here so that Samsung can read them and they can send them to me, because I have the Z Flip 5, I have the Z Flip 6. It will be great to have the Z Flip 7 so I can make all of those wonderful comparison videos, especially because that's why I kept these devices. I kept these devices, this one for 2 years, this one for 1 year now. I'm using it, testing it, updating it to One UI 7 so that when this Z Flip 8 comes out, well, 7 comes out, I can be able to actually, you know, do a comprehensive test, please. So, you know, Samsung is going to be reading this comment, so please definitely just tell me that you want it. Tell me that Samsung should send it to me so that I can get it and I can make all of those wonderful videos. And now it's over to you. What do you like about the Z Flip 7? Do you like it? Would you buy it? What is your favorite color? Have you been waiting from the Z Flip 5 or the Z Flip 6? Let me know all of those and more in the comment section down there below. And that's pretty much been it for me. This Z Flip 7, I think, is a step in the right direction, even more than the Z Flip 5 and 6 here. And I've made other videos if you want to watch about comparisons and all of that. It's Samsung Week officially, so please do check that out. And I've been your Captain of Awesome. This is Geekception. I need to get going, but yes, I shall catch you in the next one. Don't forget to stay awesome. Bye. And thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video. And I still have so much Samsung stuff from Unpacked to edit, but I'm just taking it one at a time because I put a lot of effort into these videos. So I tend to just have the belief and faith that for the people who really care about watching long videos and really care about all the detail that I put into it. They wouldn't mind that it's a little bit late, but what is late anyway, right? Everything is fiction. Anyway, enough about all of this. You've already watched the video, you've already made it here. How are you doing? What are you up to? I'm still waiting for my Z Flip 7, which I'm not sure if I'm going to get it or not. So it's about 50-50 right now. I've gotten the Fold, that's what I'm recording on right now. But I really do hope I get the Flip so I can make videos, especially because I still have the Flip 5 and Flip 6, so I can still make some videos about that. But yes, please tell me, what are you excited about? What are you currently obsessed with? For me, it has to be Chelsea. We just won the Club World Cup, so yeah, you know, Chelsea. But yes, please let me know all of that and more in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to stay awesome. All right, bye.